Yo, hello there guys, I hope you're doing gorgeously well. Happy Sunday, I hope you've been having a wonderful weekend. My name is Mikey, and we are here for an art stream on all the platforms. It is the 10th of May. We are currently still experimenting with a different art method where, well, I'm still sketching whatever I want to sketch. We're focusing on the hotties from the game Stellar Blade, and we're doing that process where instead of sketching, you blob down immediate color. Then you tighten it up with a layer on top. So we've roughly started tacky. I don't want to push a render because I want to practice more of the beginning stage. So we've done the same with Eve, blobbed out paint, then tightened it up with structure afterwards. I've actually changed the flow and direction of her hair between this and the last live stream, because it kind of means you can put her and Taki together. They're both diving down. So I want to just have another practice run at doing a blob. So let's go back and try to draw Raven in, you know, just a slightly more dynamic or interesting pose. Also with her sword blade maybe pointing down so that the three of them I can sort of put together as a set. Who knows? We will see. If you have any art questions, ask away. But we are chilling live on twitch.tv/MikeyMegaMega with loads of music. So click the link and hang out there. It's completely free if you want to listen to our tunes. If, however, you want it silent with only a little bit of Mikey talkie, then stay on YouTube. Hey Sabina, hey there man, welcome. Hey Joe. If you call something now, and he or she picks the call, I will gift you 20 subs. I mean, Joe, you don't have to give me all those subs, but Joe, I don't think I understand the question. If you call someone now, and he or she picks the call, I will give... What, if I telephone somebody and they pick up the telephone? I'm not fucking telephoning people. Nah, keep your subs, mate, keep your subs. I'm way too antisocial. But thanks for the offer. Just Voldy. Mikey, I will be lurking. I forgot to cook myself food, so I'm going to make a plan. Yo, sort yourself out, man. What if he calls 991? Who's 991? I don't know what country has 991. They're saying that nobody would pick up your phone call. Oh, they're taking the piss out of me. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. I actually had so many unread messages on my telephone, I got rid of it. And I got a new phone with a new number and I didn't tell anyone. I have like no contacts. I got like the guy who installed my fiber, the people who got my piano fitted. I think like a plumber. That's it on my phone. It's so sad. Nice band. Thank you very much. It was good. I just got some sun. Then I laid down until the sun gave me a headache. Wonderful. What caliber is your sunscreen? Just asking a white girl question. Fenn's a great mod. He's pretty good. I love how like... I mean, Fed is a great mod, but let's all remember literally in chat right now that Fen also laughed along with it. Fen was like, hey, they're saying no one's going to pick up your phone call, which is obviously terrible, and I will ban this person because they're behaving irresponsibly. But also, all right. So let's just remember who he is as a person. Anyway, moving on. Let me go open my folder of wonderful things. Dude lasted 5 minutes of aggressive questions and followed that up with follow me on YouTube. Fenrir's just like, bang. No, I know. I know. But I just, that's not the narrative I'm selling. No, I'm aware. No, it's super aggressive questioning. You get that sometimes. Some people are just really excited. But it's just like, okay, is this person about to be really fucking weird? I can't tell. I saw a guy earlier post an image on a streamer's Discord saying that they're an art student and that they just did this. And the bro looked at it and it was like, nice picture, who did it? Because it wasn't you. The streamer was an art teacher from 2000, 30 years of experience. Turned out the guy took a picture from Twitter from 6 years ago and just started posting it as his own. Fucking hell. Did I ever tell you that my most trending successful piece of artwork was posted by an Indian Bollywood actress on her Instagram, saying that her brother did it. So I'm assuming her brother just took some of my old art and then just told her that he'd drawn it. So she posted it on Insta. My brother did this. It was some old Naruto fan art. And it had 600,000 likes, about 20+ million views, because it's like she's a massive Bollywood star. I was just like, wonderful. That's my most successful piece of artwork ever. And I'm not attributed. You have a Bollywood sister, maybe, eh? I was so surprised. Funny stuff. See, you do like your Freud and Sharda, Fenrir. Happy weekend. Meet Sue Double X. How you doing, man? I won't say it the other way. Welcome on in. You should have banned him over the use of bro. It was getting too bro heavy. It's a dangerous amount of bro, dude. You gotta calm down on the broing. All right, let's do something in this gap. All right, let's get some pictures of Raven. I've actually got some pictures I've downloaded earlier today. They've taken more photos of the statue, which is super useful. Just enjoying this Michael Jackson. I had some other Raven pics. I don't need poses because I'm just going to draw some more lumps until it works out and resolves itself. That feels like a really nice organic way to do it. I'm so used to looking at poses to help with my reference. Paint lumping is really nice because you can just make the pose work a little bit later in the process anyway. I moved Eve's legs a bit so that her legs and the sword make like a nice triangle as she's dropping down now. I feel like I've balanced it more as an illustration. But this one I want to make like, I want to do like Raven at a completely weird angle. Or like upside down or something. I don't know. Annie, you okay? You okay? Oh, you okay? Annie? Let's put chat over here. Did you say the blade needs some work because of its differences in game? Oh, I've worked on it now. Sorry, no, I've worked on this offline. So this is, sorry, it's literally a different location. So this is roughly where we left it last time. Hair down, legs were a bit different. Obviously just a placeholder face. And I'd made her sword really big, like clouds. And then since then... since then, hair's gone in the other direction. I just played with the face a tiny bit. But in terms of the back of this, I've tucked the legs in more to affect the angle better. And then I've increased the gap inside the sword. I've thinned out the blade again. And I've adjusted the handle to have that weird kind of like gun handle thing that's actually in there. I've still kept a little bit of lingering scissor edge there, but I don't care. I've also given her giant cyber blades on her knees. So, you know, I'm not too stressed as long as it feels like it's Eve from Stellar Blade. Yo, Dempsey, welcome back, bruv. Back for more epic art. Yo, happy Sunday, dude. I'm going to be doing some art as well as I watch this evening. So let's get those chilled sessions going. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Did you like the Michael Jackson movie? Haven't seen it, Boomy. The last Michael Jackson movie I watched was literally the Moonwalker video, where he turns into a car. GTA in this economy? Yeah, I'm going to be playing a classic so that I'm more culturally relevant to you people as a live streamer. Speaking as a gamer and a mother. Can your brush pack be used on Procreate? IDUM says it can. I have no experience of that, but if it can, that's amazing. But wow, my answer would have been no. Hey, Corn Dog. Hello, Mikey. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Can't complain. Lots to do. Just had big lunch. Yeah. What would you say is the best way to learn values? This might sound mental, but I really don't like. Okay, this is going to sound incorrect, so please take this with a pinch of salt, because this probably is not a good answer. But my gut response is values isn't something you learn, dude. It is a set of rules. Did I say that with a W or an R? In the world of art, so much is subjective and weird, and like you do or don't do stuff, and you experiment and you can work in different ways. When it comes to values, values isn't like that. Values is literally a set of clearly definable rules within the world of illustrating. High contrast pulls attention. Low contrast doesn't. You can have very high detail at very low contrast and without it pulling the eye away from a high contrast focal point. So the bits of your art that are focused will want to have higher value contrast ranges, and the bits of your art that aren't, don't. And if for some reason you're having trouble reading a design and the character's not popping, it's probably less to do with the colors and more to do with the values of what's in front or behind them. So affect those. You've got to affect all the values of the world and the art. And you know that the black and white are values. When you work, always stay within quite bright white and dark grey, but don't go pure extreme in either avenue. Until you finish at the very end of your art, then you can go to the extreme of the values we know. For me and for the value levels in your artwork. GTA 5 is a classic. Oh, okay. What have I done wrong? Look, I already bought a copy. GTA 5 is like 30 quid on Steam, but I found a website for just an extra tenner that had GTA 5 Enhanced Edition with like better graphics and stuff. So I grabbed it for a steal, cheeky 40 quid. So let's just burn through GTA 5 tonight. See if we can do it in a few hours. Main plot only. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yeah, if you've got some art to share, stick it in the art room if you like in Discord. Yeah, I don't do art critique in Discord. I leave that to everyone else. I usually go into the public art room. So what's your favorite GTA, Fenrir? GTA 1? Top-down adventure. That's the one I remember. Fenrir's like, actually, San Andreas is the cultural linchpin. Fenrir is one of those people who won't let you enjoy Fallout 4 unless you've played New Vegas. Instead of a troll under the bridge, Fenrir lives on a giant gate, and he's responsible for its upkeep. That was so shit. I liked it. I like that one. Sorry. Just a little bit of Sunday humor. Humor there. It's so bad. Get back on your gate, Fenrir. So basically, like I'm saying, blob paint. This is the age of blob. Wonderful. That's going to be a person soon. I legit have only played 3 for any length. GTA 3. So does it go 1, 2, 3, San Andreas, and then 5? Or does it go 1, 2, 3, 4, San Andreas, 5? Sorry, YouTube. There's music playing, I swear. What radio is the stream soundtrack today? Oh, this is just Michael Jackson Greatest Hits. Do you have a suggestion? Do you want me to change up the songs? I promise not to play any more jazz. Turns out you people are put off by music that you can't preempt.
This guy's got the right idea.
Allergic to arrhythmia. Culturally flaccid chat. Culturally flaccid. I like that. I'm keeping that for later. Also, hi guys, welcome on in. Lovely to have you. I really like the way you draw noses. Oh, cheers, dude. I just noticed there's a background to the webcam and the art slides the webcam drew in. Yes, dude. So basically, if you're subbed to my channel, you can type exclamation mark and a main color, a rainbow color, and it changes my lighting, but then it also means it changes the background of the whole framing. Pandragon, I came over from YouTube to hear the music. Hell yeah. Got some MJ classics. This one's for you, Kane. Hey there, how you doing, big guy? He called me big guy. Black or white. What I might try doing as well is, do you know that guy who does all of his structure as a lasso tool? He goes on a multiply layer and he lasso tools.
It turns out I've been subbed for 22 months, despite I only resubbed yesterday.
Oh, gorgeous 22. Blue Saber, I will take it. Thank you very much for that continued support. Cheers for priming your boy. Did I nearly say bribing? Thank you, big guy. How you doing? You want the body crunched up, but you don't want it so crunched up that you lose out on an air gap to describe the shape of the boob to the thin hip. Don't look in my eye. I need some tea. Matter if you're black or white. So what does one do with raven hair? It's already right. This'll do. We'll work out the fine details in a minute. According to Mikey, you can reach his level in about 2 to 3 years if you stay
Victory
consistent
hand
and keep
medium
learning
light
actively.
skin tone.
And yeah, you learn better than the way I did. Extreme, maybe. Thank you so much for the prime. How you doing, by the way? Peace sign, medium skin light tone. Lovely to have you. Oh, Blue Saber, why have you been, you've been held by smart detection. Any advice on coming up with a social media name? My page is something different to my Twitch name, but it's also my personal socials, and I need distance from the 2 pages. Yeah, make your... whatever it is, make it consistent, dude. So if you prefer Blue Saber Wolf, then make sure you've got Blue Saber Wolf or Blue Saber Wolfish variants for everything you use. And then set up a big link tree page. Especially if you're keeping your like private life different from your art life. for sure. But we're still going to have some bits of her hair coming down so that we recognize her, like so that it frames her face in a way that's recognizable. But then after that, I think it might just all be all about us. Mikey's very experienced, boys. That's not what I get told in the bedroom. You will never guess where girls pee from, because it's not where you think. Sorry. Immediately moving on. I'm watching loads of Mark Brunette, P-Cat, and other big names. Oh, damn. Mikey's old videos are where I made a big step. Oh, sweet. I mean, all the people you've mentioned will teach you really, really good art stuff. My stuff is super beginning. It's just, like, super basic beginner tutorials to convince you to, like, pick up the pencil. But, the most normal thing is for very, very quickly off the back of that, you're going to be like, okay, now I need some stuff that's actually, like, a bit more intermediate. And those people are awesome. Not that they don't also do awesome beginner stuff, obviously. Do I have any? Is there any moments where she's being super dynamic in her fight with Eve? I might have to look that up later. So, like, you got to imagine the legs are going to twist around this way, and her top half's twisting around this way. I think that's what I'm trying to describe. I don't know. Ooh.
Hello there.
Hello. I might put a generator on this side. I won't really fit it in on the other side, but if this messes up with the shapes, then I'll come back and say no. I love how that song finishes on that, like, just note. Feels like I'm about to watch like a TV show, serialized something. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
Hello there.
Hello. Welcome. How you doing? I hope you've had a lovely day, but now we're in a stream of screams. If I did this, but like all my scratch marks. It's after midnight. Sorry. Do do do. Ba da ba da ba 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 da do do. Do do do. I really want to give her bare feet again, like I did in the corner. I feel like that's the best way to communicate how nice she is. Hey, Grigor Lands, how you doing, man? Hey, Sauron. Are you winning, son? Sauron, we're getting there. We're just doing some more lumps, hoping that these lumps turn into a robot girl from Stellar Blade, much like they did the last 2 times. Trying to, somebody asked me the other day why I wasn't just focusing on rendering tacky. And it's mostly because this method isn't one that I'm very experienced in, and I don't want to lose the learning process, so I went straight over to do the beginning part again, do a lump, and force that lump to become a character. And then I'm doing it again, start off with the lumping, and force a lump to become a character. When it comes to rendering afterwards, you know, rendering is rendering, but the initial process to try to, like, just go with an idea, it's a bit of a different animal. Color and Light by James Gurney. Is that what you took? Oh, you're talking. Oh, sorry. Am I missing loads of questions in chat? You guys are talking to each other. Thanks for covering me. And shaking on a tablet. Might be something about the position. On paper, I can draw a straight line across an entire page. You can't do that on a tablet for some reason. Yeah, it's so weird. So when I work on paper, I lean over my sketchbook and have a bad back. When I work on a tablet, I sit upright and bring the tablet up. And both of them just require their own calibration. But I never got to the point of like having a draftsman's board where you sat upright, except in technology class at school when we were doing like wiring and stuff. Her thing hangs off of her majigger. And not, in fact, her hips. As I had assumed long ago. But I don't know if I like how that works. There's so much going on in there. I was thinking of her holding her rapier, her cyber rapier, down as like a falling leaping stab reverse grip. If I bring her arm up like this, then her elbow line comes all the way up and out. It clears it out of this area so that I've got a bit more read. It's too awkward, I don't like it. It doesn't have that... This has a nicer flow. It just... We're really blocked into a single space right now. Also, I want to give her like some sort of cyber upgrade. I'm thinking like off the back of her heels or something. I don't know. Also, she has kind of sparkling blue teleport energy. Are we going to do anything about that? I don't know. Maybe they trail off of her. I know it's a rapier. I know it's a cyber rapier, but I've been very vocal about not liking it. What if I gave it just a hint of curve and made it a cyber saber instead? A lightsaber, if you will. No. Just a little bit. Hey, Pocket Stash. Sir Beano's for first. Does this method of drawing have a specific name? I do not know. I call it painty blobbing. But basically, it's a method that I've seen Seijin or Seijin, Agoto, and a couple other absolute art goats do. They do it better than I do it. But essentially, you could say it's silhouetting. Another really similar method is where people use a lasso tool just to lump down big shapes instead of just using the paintbrush. But it's pretty much a similar thinking. You're thinking about the overall big feel and form. But I've seen some people do that whilst also using literally the Finnish color range, not Finland, but the actual their final color range of palette at step 1. So they literally just hard paint just the tones in and try to get a good silhouette. And then they just start going around and rendering it. And those people are amazing. I am not those people. What I do is I get the rough to where I think I like it. And then I come back in and I put structure and my favorite building blocks, basic shapes on top. Ooh, gangster. Ishkamra. Hi, I made a $6 Patreon purchase to support you. Hey, thank you very much. What benefits would I get on Discord? That's what's mentioned in the purchase details. Yeah, it's Karma. So on Discord, there is a art rewards room where basically I post up the art that I'm drawing. So your Patreon rewards get delivered in the last day of each month. So thank you very much for joining in. You would expect an email at the very end of the month when I've got a big list of everybody with like download links to everything. But in the interim, if you can't be asked to wait, I usually upload bits of the artwork into Discord. You can grab some of the older art in Discord now. There's like you have to associate your Patreon account to your Discord, and it will let you access it. And then does that tier have the long version of the drawing tutorials? I'm not sure. But really everything sort of comes at the end of the month when I lump it. But you can do the Discord stuff right now if you want to. I usually have a finger under the pencil. I can't do it here when there's not enough space. Oh, in terms of your tablet. Oh, do you guys have like interesting grips? I don't know about this one. I actually think maybe I might be better served by doing some structure right now. I think I might be better served by actually rotating this instead of trying to work it out from a side.
Hello there.
Hello. Welcome, thank you for the follow. Could I have her front flap thing sort of flap differently? You have to be very careful when you talk about a lady's front flap. Dong 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 dong. If I tuck this foot more, would that increase dynamism? Oh, the reason why I wanted her legs together was so that I could try that. Give her extra blades. Oh. This could be interesting. Mikey, it's called silhouetting. You are basically skipping the sketch phase and giving the thing their final form-ish without much detail. Yeah, silhouetting. Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to try that more. Okay, thank you. No karma, thank you. Mikey, you gonna have another brew tonight? I imagine your others is long and cold if it's not finished. What are you saying to me right now? I do have some beer downstairs. I need to buy some more cider. And I can have another tea. I wouldn't say my grip is interesting. My mum says I hold my pens weird though. Silhouetting, Kane. Silhouetting. Leo Oberman, how you doing, man? Happy Sunday, guys. My dum's just had their dinner. How's things on YouTube? Mario Humani. Yo, how you doing, Mario? Hey guys, welcome. We're having a nice, gentle, chill Sunday. So I've given Taki and Eve extra blades on their legs. And I desire that with Raven. But because she's got like this sort of long, sabery thing, I want to make hers like different. I haven't quite decided how. She's from like the 2nd Airborne, so I'm just like... What about back of the foot hook? Looky, I got hooky. Rufio. This probably won't work. I'm not feeling confident about it. Body's mine. Come on. So I'm just rotating that foot a bit to change the angle of this. Bad, really bad. Who's bad? Hands and feet are my bane. I've been drawing for about 14 years. Had a couple years break. But I still can't do them properly. Oh mate, hands and feet suck balls. You want to know what really messes with me when I'm trying to draw? My secret nightmare hard area is just the underside of the armpit. The moment I raise a character's arm, I'm just like, oh my god. This bit again. Where does everything go? Where does everything go? I do not know. Where does it go? I do not know. Father, I cannot draw a pit. I did not lie, I did not shit, but father, I cannot draw this pit. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Hello guys, how you doing? Happy Sunday. We are just doing a little bit of silhouetting, roughing out a thing, in the hopes that it will be another thing. Hopefully a waifu. Sounds like someone needs an armpit tutorial. Hell yeah, but it's got... Hell yeah. No, Mikey, mouths do that. My god, you're right. Those of us who live beneath the poverty line should have to watch fewer adverts, because we can't afford anything that they're trying to sell. Ah. And they're also trying to sell you BJ apps. Yo, I'm not using any of that BJ shit. BJ is archonic. What does archonic mean? Ah, yes, the armpit. The fifth most. I'm not reading it. The fifth. I don't want to ask. The armpit is the fifth most sexualized crevice. Why crevice? But I guess that's right. Show me a crevice and I'll show you a guna. Doesn't she also have a... Sorry, I've got pictures of her model. But the back... But the front's only the top half. She has strap stuff here, doesn't she? I think a sword has these two feathery bits that sort of come out. It's kind of like a rapier hilt, sort of this wonderful design, but it's also a bit like a fishing lure, feels like. Oh, that's pure stimming. Is that Chris Rock? No, who's Chris Tucker? Is that Chris Tucker? You shouldn't be scared that there's about 5. You should be worried that there's even more. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember long ago watching a comedy sketch show, and just the scenario was that this couple was getting an incredibly good price on a house, but they had to do sexual acts with the previous owner to get the price, but the price was so good it would put them on a property market. And one of them was that he wanted to do something, and basically the thing was is when the gentleman puts his enthusiasm in the lady's armpit. So like, I don't know if he's standing in front of her or if he's standing behind her. She's like... And I remember that being an eye-opening evening for a young man. I was like, oh shit, people are doing stuff. Creases. I'm not satisfied by these feet blades. I want that shoulder like... I think like this whole... If I go up this arm, do I really actually want to then go up the neck and go up the back of the head like in a smooth line? I think I might want I might bring that shoulder lower.
This guy's got the right idea.
Hello. I want a cup of tea. I'm going to go make a fresh cuppa. Well, unpause the recording on my return. Might rotate her a bit more. Right. I'll see you guys in a little window. How are we doing for time? My camera's in front of everything. I can't tell. Oh no, you had an advert recently. Screw that. Okay, guys, I will just have a quick tea break. I'll be back with a cuppa. It's Steel Traditional. Hey, there, man. What's that? It's Steel Traditional. Will you ever return to primitive drawing? I will. Pencil, super cheap disposable pencil. Still got mine. Cheap printer paper, more beginners tutorials. I have to redo some of the old ones as well and record them in 4K because 1080p is quite hard to see the paper. No, we'll yes, no, yes, basically. Pritka, that's very kind of you to say. I'm actually very inexperienced at silhouetting, but I'm here to get the practice in. These three ladies were doing the painty lump method. Next time I will probably try to do some lasso multiply layer blocking to see if I like that. But we'll see how we go and we'll see how we feel. Right, back in a sec. I'll leave you guys with Michael Jackson playing. Well, if you're on Twitch, that is. Got a cup of tea here and a nice lolly. MJ's great, but I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Let's skip over to Queen. Oh, hello, Phaedrasil. How you doing, you gorgeous thing? If I brought home, you know, when I became the man of the house, if I brought home a load of ice lollies, would you eat them seductively for my pleasure? Only if the weather was nice, obviously. Actually, can I put this on top of each other just for lols? Perfect. Alright, one sec, guys. I'm just having a nice lolly break and then we'll get back to drawing. Why do you have an ice lolly of my penis? Do you have a toy that's shaped like a rocket like this? Do it. Yes, of course I'd eat an ice lolly seductively. That's all a man wants to hear on a Sunday. Fade yourself. We're simple creatures. Official Glacier. What is the secret for drawing good boobas? Number one is form. The actual shape, the outline. Showing that they have weight. Like water balloons and squish. The other is the rendering. Sinner Sundays. Hell yeah, girl. Let's do naughty, demeaning bedroom things. I'm into it. Sorry, I've got nothing else to say. I'm just having my ice lolly. One sec. What's everybody's favourite ice lolly? Other than a twister, because we all know that the twister is the goat. Mama. I might, even though this looks like garbage, I might actually put some structure on it sooner than later. Thing is, I still need to silhouette a bit because of her flaps. She's got like this big band that goes around the back of her waist. And then the flap things that goes around the front. I'm wondering if I might like rotate it a bit more so she's on top of herself. I don't want her to be too side on, but maybe side on's all we deserve. But if I'm not careful, this will end up being the flattest one that I've drawn so far. I wonder if I can twist the hips anymore, maybe. Or maybe both legs straight, actually, so she goes down like a dart. Does a magnum count? Oh, no, magnum's fine. I'll allow a magnum. Ice creams as well. Magnums are quite posh. But they're good. White magnum is insane. Man with a sword sucking an ice cream. A dream come true. I can agree. You can always tell an artist knows what boobs look like by the way the boobs look in their art. Especially big boobers looking more realistic and heavy. Hell yeah. Popsicles suck. Hey! That's what a mouth's for, Fenrir. Not a popsicle. I learnt that from the best. Mikey, you're making eerily familiar sounds. Look, we've all been here. I'm not gonna go through the whole rigmarole. Okay, it's Sunday. It's for Lord's Day. I'm not gonna put on the echo again. But yes, they are the sounds of pleasure. Yo, welcome back, Swally Paul. How's life? I actually got some white magnums. Oh fuck! I assure you, Mikey, as a blue-collar worker, I wouldn't be posh. I just spend all my hard-earned pennies on standard magnums. Okay, standard magnums. Standard magnums are your Bitcoin. You keep investing. Big freezer. Oh. Thank you, Kalukonzi. Wonderful. Wonderful to have you. Thank you very much for the 69 bitties. You've been sketching out your comic. Oh shit, nice one though. Yes, sorry guys. Some of our regular users have submitted their favourite moans. It's just a community thing. Community submitted moaning. Don't worry about it. You know, Olivia. Phaedrasil. Can't help but wonder if I could ever commission you for a moan. Check Discord. One sec. Ah, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, girl. Hell yeah, girl. Love to see those fingers wrapped around a lovely magnum. Hell yeah, there's me, there's Mikey. Fuck yeah, brother. Nice flex. Oh. Thank you, Kalukonzi. Wonderful, very kind of you. Thank you very much for those 200 bitties. Thanks for nearly ruining my ice lolly. You can commission me for a moan anytime. Oh, let's talk about it on Discord. I mean, all I ever need is like 20 seconds. I've obviously faked audio. But if you're game, I'd love to know what you sound like when you're happy. I'm very interested in stuff like that. I'm so nosy and pervy. Oh, yo, Steed out. What's good, bruv? Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Is it Mother's Day in America or Mother's Day in England? Yeah, no, Blue Saber Wolf. What I'm looking at is not Discord artwork. Bless your sweet heart, you child of summer. Oh, it's from America. No, Fenrir. Fenrir. So the wonderful thing about Fenrir's model of Tesla is it has seat-focused speakers where you can focus the audio to actually be really loud and clear if you're sitting in one part of the car compared to another. It's very, very clever. Fenrir, unfortunately, is experiencing them in the worst of positions through screams and moans. I'm so sorry, Fen. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all you gorgeous people. I'm in his private... You're in his community Discord. I'm in his private DMs. We are not the same. Damn, girl. Fenrir's about to crash his car. Wonderful. Offer, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hey, dudes. Cigarettes. Extraordinarily nice. She's a killer queen. Bum bum. So welcome in, guys. We are having a lazy Sunday. I'm just blocking and silhouetting out a very rough idea, which I will hopefully tighten up as we go, or try to make it feel less flat. But overall, the theme is just chilling. We're going to play Grand Theft Auto 5 in a little bit. That's how I plan to spend the rest of my evening. But right now I've got some drawing ideas I want to experiment with. Otherwise, I'll be very unhappy and frustrated. Guaranteed to blow your mind anytime. Let's look at the colour wheel again. It's going to be like, it's reds and oranges, Mikey. They complement blue, and I'm just like, Yep. Do do do. Do 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 do. Oh, do you want to? I think I like twisting it around like that, actually. I'm bunching her up almost a bit too much. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just want something. I just want an interesting pose. But instead of the side of a foot, if we start looking at the underside of a foot, it'll indicate that all the knees are turned around as well. Making both of those feet blades relatively parallel as well. This gives it a nice bit of energy. A bit nicer, at least. Can't argue it, but I instinctually prefer it. I'm off to play Phasmophobia. Much love. You'll have a lovely day, you gorgeous thing. Everybody say goodbye to Phaedrusum. My wonderful internet, not real life wife. Just to address some recent confusion that's been happening a lot now that I multi-stream on other platforms. What we wanna do is bicycle, bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, my bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. By the way, Mikey, did you do that Nikkei crossover boss? It's up because 10 bucks. Yo, Swallypool, I was gonna do it the other night, on Friday, and we scrapped it because Izzy looked into. Basically, I was like, I just want to do another boss fight. But Izzy looked it up, and if you get the DLC, you have to do like 5. It's got like missions. And you have to do the 5 missions before you get to the boss. And in the heat of the moment, we were all just like, fuck that. We were just like, fuck it. Don't worry. Enthusiasm waned immediately. Alright, let's rethink these. But cheers for the reminder. Yeah, we wanted to, but like, I was asking online, like, if I could get Stellar Blade and maybe just download like a save file or something, but there's no point. I've reached the point where I'm getting most of my satisfaction, careful, from drawing it. Playing it was really fun, but we've entered a phase where I just want to play around with the character designs, get some artwork, see if it scratches my itch. But I've really liked Stellar Blades. But if I can get some satisfying art out of it, I think I will be in turn satisfied. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. Oh, you're my best friend. God, her flap's so annoying. It's just busying up an area. Can I make it... What's the kind of thing that you would be afraid to see if you entered a crawl space? Facehugger. Alien facehugger. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're just trying to work out some flow of some stuff. This character has trailing things that I've just remembered.
Just tea, thank you.
Hello. Welcome in, you guys. Happy Sunday. Sing, sing, sing. Hello. God love. Yes. We're gonna get in it. You ready? Even a swarm of normal ants trying to eat me. Anything swarming is disgusting, yeah. Oh, you just finished Half-Life 2. Is that any good yet, game? From a modern gaming audience perspective? Or is it like good in the way that I say Final Fantasy VII's good? Mikey, how dare you? can't handle it. I really... How's her body sizes? Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Chrissy Carson. How you doing? Warmest wishes. Hey, Fotis. You're not sketching, you're painting in like a blind way. Yeah, so somebody earlier said it's called silhouetting. So yeah, I guess what we're sort of doing at the moment is we're silhouetting, or at least I'm trying to get some experience in doing it. I did one silhouetting piece a million years ago for a Genshin MILF fan art. I forget her name. And it was really successful. And I was like, wow. And then I was like, I'm never doing that ever again. I need my structure. I'm going back to building blocks. But I'm trying to silhouette these three just to really like cement the beginning part. That's why none of these three are finished. I'm just going back to starting the process with each one to try to hopefully drill it into myself a bit. It's really hard to call it, actually, which way I prefer her round. This feels almost too triangle-y for my liking. Still, though, let's leave a copy. I think I prefer this weight. She's got to go, like, up here somewhere. Here I stand. Around, 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 around. Oh, she kind of works okay over there. Put her back on top. Ooh. Oh, cheers there. I'm just trying to work out her angle that I want to draw her at so that when they're together, I like it. I think it's mostly this. She's like a shuttlecock. Round, around, around, around. It's about where she's at, sword-wise. You guys see things off-center compared to what I'm looking at. That's vaguely, super vaguely what I was thinking about. I sort of wanted all the swords overlapping, but I'm not actually sure if that really super helps. Ooh, ooh, la. Do 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 do. Mm. We'll structure her out a little bit and we'll see how we feel a little bit further down the line, shall we? In the meantime, I think I'm going to wrap that for now. Because it's Sunday and it's video games day. But there's a vague method to the madness. In the interim, let's move over to a little bit of gaming. If you're watching on Kick, I don't change anything. I'm just going to change the category. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're following me on Twitter. I always tweet before I go live. Or Discord. I always disc record. I always let people know. No. I've got a command. Here we go. For those of you on YouTube, this is all my links. I'm on every platform. Maybe try changing the side of the black suit and flip the black.
This guy's got the right idea.
We could do. The problem is for black suit, her hair is trailing behind, and I wanted all of their descending energy to seem to be kind of going down an angle off the same, so that all the sword points are sort of converging, but it looks like they're all like mid tumble or something as they're going down. It's hard to say. However, what was the other thing that I wanted to say? Yeah, so basically, guys, we might be doing some more art tomorrow. Hang out with me if so. I'll make sure that I let you guys know on every platform. But it's Sunday, and I'm going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the very first time. We're going to do a little bit of that now. So on YouTube, I'm going to end the stream because it's the end of the art stream. But if you linger on this channel, you'll notice in about 5 minutes, there'll be another stream immediately, and that'll be me playing Grand Theft Auto. So have yourselves a lovely day, you gorgeous people on YouTube. See you shortly. Bye. Bye, guys. Or just come straight over to Twitch, by the way. Or if you want, just literally click the link in the description. Just hang out on Twitch whilst we change categories. Bye, guys. Bye.